Everett Klippert never wanted the limelight, but nearly 20 years after his death, his story is back in it. In 1960, the Calgary bus driver was convicted for having sex with men. Now, the only Canadian declared a dangerous sexual offender for that is being considered for a pardon.
Everett's story has a sort of intrinsic drama to it because he was such a victim. He was so wrongly convicted.
In a statement to CTV News, the Prime Minister's office said, the Prime Minister intends to recommend that a pardon under the authority of the Royal Prerogative of Mercy be granted posthumously to Mr. Klippert.
Good afternoon, beautiful ladies and fine gents. This is George Everett Klippert.
Calgary's only queer theatre company is now working on a play about Klippert's life.
It's one of those resilience stories that pops up and says, this is the start of a new generation of understanding.
The 31-year-old made headlines at the time. When faced with charges, he openly admitted to having consensual sex with men.
He wanted to fly under the radar as much as possible. So, in a way, he didn't serve his best interests by being so honest.
He spent 4 years in prison and moved to Northwest Territories for a fresh start. When he faced more charges for consensual gay sex, he was convicted and designated a dangerous sexual offender. On appeal, the Supreme Court upheld the designation, which essentially meant life in prison. Weeks later, then Justice Minister Pierre Trudeau called for changes to the criminal code.
Remember that the state has no place in the bedrooms of the nation.
In 1969, Canada decriminalized consensual gay sex. But since he was already convicted, Klippert remained in jail until 1971. He died in 1996 of liver disease without having his name cleared. Now, with another Trudeau in office, the Liberal government has announced plans to review the cases of Klippert and hundreds of other gay men convicted with sexual offenses to see if other pardons are warranted.